Funky. Hip hop.
Hey everybody, welcome back behind the bar with me this evening. Tonight we're doing a local beer to me. We're checking out a beer from Roughtail Brewing Company. I don't remember if I've reviewed anything from them on this channel. I know I've bought stuff to review, their double IPA and adaptation for... I don't remember. So regardless, we're doing this one. They are a brewery out of Oklahoma, specifically Midwest City, Oklahoma. And this is Everything Rhymes with Orange IPA. They do what's called their, I think it's Adaptation Series, which the newest one, 4, just came out recently and at like the last couple months, and it was really good. But this one was actually their Adaptation Ale 3, which is a showcase of juicy, citrusy hops, hazy and non-filtered. This IPA features low bitterness and a full soft body. Simcoe hops with Citra and Mosaic, which are, some of my favorite hops, Citra and Mosaic specifically, and Simcoe when used right, it's awesome too. So I decided I wanted to do something local, something fun. I know it's an IPA. I'm sorry, I know I do a lot of IPAs, but it's that time of year, guys. This isn't stout drinking weather. This is IPA drinking weather. So, beautiful can. Love the artwork. Their artwork is sexy. Currently in Kansas City, this is only available on the Kansas side. I think there are plans to make it available in Missouri eventually. And then Oklahoma, and I think Texas gets it too. I remember seeing it when I was down there. But anyways, let's take a look at this beer. And see what we think. Pours out mostly hazy. I can see a little bit of my finger through there, but it is a very hazy beer. About a finger, 2 fingers of bright white, fluffy head. Carbonation looks spot on. Kind of a straw color, golden straw. Looks beautiful in the glass though. And like I said, it's definitely unfiltered. I'm trying to see how much of that's chill haze. I have let it sit out because since this is more of a hazy style IPA, I thought I'd let it sit out for 20-30 minutes before I drink it. And you can definitely tell it's warmed a little bit. Already getting some killer lacing on the glass. I didn't even look. ABV. Please have ABV. Don't make me mad. Roughtails. Damn. I'm not seeing ABV on this, guys. Shit. Well, it's an IPA. So we assume it's probably, that's 6.5, 7.5, somewhere in their range. Let's see if I can look it up real quick while we're checking this out. Let's see here. Clocking in at 7% ABV. So, anyways, let's dive in, see what it smells like. This was brewed, time of recording today is July 6th. This was canned 6/16, so we're just about 2.5, 3 weeks right in this, so it should be still super fresh. See what it smells like. Oh yeah, this is really bright and citrusy. I'm getting pineapple, I'm getting mango, peaches, orange. I'm getting a hint of that berry, kind of blueberry note from the Mosaic. Not really getting much in the way of maltiness. Maybe like a sweet crackery, like bready malt. Some sweet malts like honey malt, something like that. Getting a little bit of dankness, a little bit of resinous, but overall this is kind of a juice bomb. It's not explosively juicy on the aroma, but it's not subdued either. This is definitely full, but it doesn't like pop out. Like I can't hold it from here and smell it, but it definitely smells awesome. Very tropical fruit, very citrusy. Mangoes, peaches, tangerines, maybe a little bit of grapefruit, and almost like a guava kind of note or papaya, something like that. Kind of right there at the end. But then a little bit of, like I said, that sweet, like honey malt, maybe even a little bit of like a dusty malt in there as well. Pale malt. It smells great though. This is a killer smelling IPA. Fantastic. So let's dive in and see what we think. Cheers, guys. That's really good. Really solid. It is much more bitter and dank, like resinous bitter and pithy kind of bitter that I anticipated from the nose. I expected this to kind of explode a little bit more on the juice side of this, but it's still very citrusy. It's grapefruit, it's orange, it's got a little bit of that mango note, but the nose doesn't really carry over as much. It's definitely more bitter. I'm picking up a lot more of like the bitter, green, earthy, hop matter aspects of like Citra Mosaic, and then that element of Simcoe as well. Because after tasting this and getting those notes, now that I've got that kind of in my senses, I'm getting a little bit of the cat pee as well, which I wasn't really picking up on at first. And it might be a warming as well. But, I mean, overall, the nose on this beer is really, really good. It tastes really, really good as well. It's not overly bitter. It definitely sticks on your tongue. It's definitely got a, kind of a hot bite to it. It's got that grapefruit peel pith thing. It's got that grapefruit flavor from the Simcoe. It's got like a resinous quality that definitely stay on my tongue. Grassy, piney, floral, I think petals. Yeah, really, really good though. That's a little bit of dried spinach in there, maybe. That was a joke. I'm not getting any dried spinach. This is really good. Like I said, really dank, really earthy, resinous, but it also has some juicy aspects to it as well. The mouthfeel is medium, medium to medium plus. It's a fantastic mouthfeel. Great carbonation. This is a really well-made beer. I will say locally, this is one of the better IPAs you're going to be able to pick up, especially in cans at 7%. I'm not sure if I can think of a better one off the top of my head, to be honest with you. Maybe Too Hard in cans, but this is a little juicier, especially on the nose. I dig it, folks. Great for a local beer. Trying to think of what else. Great. I mean, there's a little bit of sweetness from the malt, like I said. You are getting a little bit of like those, kind of white bread, crackery, biscuity kind of malts, but nothing. It's not too in your face. The hops are definitely the star of the show, but it's definitely there, kind of going along with that like dusty, earthy finish and dankness and resinousness of the hops. This is really, really good. As far as the score, I mean, this is definitely an A beer for me. This is 94, 95. I mean, for something I can get locally, I mean, it's got a little bit of haze to it. It reminds me a little bit of a slightly maltier and a little bit more resinous version of like a Treehouse Bright. Some of the Bright variants, it's kind of got that American yeast. This, you can definitely tell this isn't like a Northeast style, like it's not a London Ale yeast or Conan or any sort of a blend of, SA8 or SA5, whatever it is. Yeast for. Yeah, I like that a lot. I mean, this is going to be a go-to for me. When they release this fresh, I'm definitely going to pick up a 4-pack of cans. Price-wise, it's not too bad, and it's really good. It's a good substitute. It's going to be a great pool beer. Great pool beer. Really refreshing. Yeah, so good job from Roughtail Brewing Company out of Midwest City, Oklahoma. I love going down there and getting their stuff fresh. They had their anniversary beer this last year was fantastic. I loved that beer. Their double IPA is really, really good as well. For us locally, I mean, it's it's not a world-class upper echelon, but for everyday drinking, it is fan-freaking-tastic. You're not going to find much better just sitting on the shelf. And it does sit on the shelf. My local store has a bunch of this, and the double and the pale ale. I haven't had the pale ale, but our single IPA is good. This is fantastic. Adaptation 4 was awesome. I think I have one left of those, but it's about 6 weeks old now. Yeah, I think I've said enough, right? 94, 95, wanted to do a local beer. I've been really staying in corners of the U.S. lately, so wanted to do something a little bit more local. But yeah, I've got a lot of things recorded right now, so I'm not going to be doing as much as often, but I've got enough to kind of fill space for a while. And then I'll get some really big plans for some really whaley beers. I don't know if they'll be on my channel though, probably not, which is great. But we'll have a video and kind of link over to them so you guys can see some really amazing beers we're going to be drinking. Me and somebody else will be drinking here soon, and yeah, we'll do a few more here and there when stuff's released. But 94, 95 with this. I'll give my final grade as I've kind of drank everything and let it warm a little bit more and kind of find up all aspects of this beer. And yeah, guys, check it out. If you're in the Kansas City area or Oklahoma, I know some viewers there. You guys probably already obviously had it, but this is kind of taken F5 over F5. F5 was previously my favorite IPA brewed in Oklahoma. This is taking its place, guys. This is number one for me now down there. So fantastic beer. Check it out. I'd even trade for it. It's a shelf beer, so it shouldn't be hard to get a hold of. I'll probably give these as extras to some of my guys that I trade IPAs with. I think they'll really like it. So I know one of my buddies in Arkansas that I trade with, I sent him the double, and I think Adaptation 4, he loved both of them. So enough. So thanks for coming behind the bar, guys. Thanks for the likes, subscribe, and comments. Until next time.